Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Monday night here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Matthew, your bicolored-faced dungeon master for the evening. And before we jump in, a couple of quick things we want to give shouts to. Big thanks to Little Dragon Corp. You can put exclamation point Little Dragon into chat. Give you a link to their website. Don't forget to use the discount code PROBONUS. Get you 10% off your order. They ship anywhere in the world, so definitely check them out. As you can see, I can already see the link popping up. And then we have our friends down south with Cardboard Castle Games. So again, you can use exclamation point CCG. It'll give you a link to their information, their site. If you happen to be local to the Evans, Georgia area, definitely go check them out. Oh, excuse me. If you go into their brick and mortar location, let them know you're a fan of Proficiency Bonus. They'll hook you up with 10% off your order as well, as long as you're in their building. As you can see in the chat, we've got emotes now for Little Dragon. We've got emotes for Cardboard Castle Games. Check them out if you're a follower or subscriber of the channel. There are a whole bunch of new emotes that have just been loaded by our friend, actually, who is in chat with us. Mr. Michael has got these loaded up from a couple of wonderful artists that work with the Probo things. You get access to 5 free emotes for just following the channel, and then you get access to many other emotes if you are subbed to the channel at Tier 1 and beyond. So definitely check them out. For those of you who have been with us for a while, you know me from here on Mondays, you know me from Friday nights. So I am going to, just because I think it is hysterical, I am going to toss in a spinning molfen head, because, why not?
Yeah.
So with that being said, we are going to jump right into our ongoing tale here. As you can see, we are down Opheria at the moment. She is en route, though, so should be here shortly, so please bear with us a couple of moments when the cameras go a little wonky, as we adjust to get Furia into her right spot here. But that being said, our party has made their way to their final sort of preset destination from their benefactor. They arrived at Orlumber. After some weird occurrences, they ran into who they believed to be their former cabin boy, Fabio. Some conversations were had. A couple of spells were tossed, and suffice to say, Fabio didn't enjoy that. Battle ensued, and eventually the party won the day, managing to subdue Fabio through some quick-worded spell play from the ever-peaceful Murdoch. As they were having conversations, Sarah decided to just start rummaging around in Fabio's pockets, looking for this doorknob, as he referred to it. As Murdoch's spell wore off, Fabio came back to consciousness, finding Sarah searching him, and cast a very powerful spell. Power Word Stun. Sarah was stunned for a little bit, eventually coming out of it. Rose attempted to decapitate Fabio, only to have Fabio turn into a puddle of water. The party has made their way into Orlumber, finding it to be, for the most part, deserted. Eventually found their way to an inn. After some difficulty getting in, having some conversations, went out to explore. Checked a couple of the local houses, eventually getting attacked by some demon chickens. Yes, demon chickens, sorry, we forgot to mention that one from
I missed that. Yeah.
Went into the house and met a young girl by the name of Indigo, who, during their wonderful conversation, asked every member of the party if she could have their name. And like clockwork, every member of the party replied with their name, be it a,
Except Murdoch.
Yeah, well, no, even Murdoch gave Murdoch. So as those of you who've been with us for a while, Murdoch is not Murdoch's, I guess I'll phrase it, true name, but it is the name that Murdoch is known by. So Murdoch instinctively gave that sort of, oh, this is what I'm known by, and it seems like the rest of the party followed suit, but with their true names, as they don't have that sort of innate training that Murdoch has, apparently. They eventually brought the little girl back to the inn, saying that she felt she would be safe there with other people, as they know that there are demons roaming the streets. That's where we pick up tonight's episode, as our party has come back to the inn, are planning to sort of hunker down, take a rest, and start heading out. There was some debate whether they were going to go late, like very late night or early morning and take an early long rest, or if they were just going to, go to bed at a normal time and head out first thing in the morning. So, party, I turn it over to you, and the story is yours. The group of you are in the inn with Indigo.
Has Indigo finished her drawing, or is she still scribbling? Because I gave her my parchment and calligraphy set.
She's just sort of doodling away in that way that kids do.
What's it look like?
So as you're looking at it, it is. You see it like first grade level artwork. It's sort of very rudimentary square house with a triangle for the roof, little square windows.
Indigo is also 19 years old.
Huh?
A kid.
Oh yeah, Indigo definitely appears.
She's like 7, right?
To be Indigo appears to be a very young girl.
Okay.
She appears to be 4, but she was talking like a 6-year-old, from what I remember.
Yeah, she's talking more advanced than she
looks like. Yeah.
So again,
she might just be the girl from Orphan.
Yeah, she's one of those creepy people that look like children and go around and like pretend to be in the system for the rest of their lives.
I don't know. You tell me.
What are you drawing, dearie?
She sort of looks up at you, and she's got a little. The innkeeper brought her over a little glass of water, so she looks up at you. I'm just drawing the house, and once I'm done with the house, I'm going to draw the chickens, and I'm going to draw mommy and daddy.
Are her mother and father dead?
Yeah, they're.
Oh,
we found Dad in the hallway. We don't know where Mom is.
You found a male in the same house.
Okay.
The group has presumed at this point that it is the father, but the party was very careful in sort of escorting Indigo out of the house to sort of shield her from that image.
Alright. Does anyone think this girl is sus, or are we just all playing along with her?
Both.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
I can do that. Alright. So I was wondering if we were staying here tonight, I can do something that might help protect us. I can cast a Guardian of Faith. So that might be helpful. Watch over the door.
That would be very helpful, yes.
But we'd all have to stick pretty close because it could only cover probably one door or something like that.
Probably best to just be the front door then? I know they have it barricaded, but...
Okay. I didn't know if we were doing individual rooms or I should just do it at the front door. That's a good idea.
Wait, was there a back door? And did they barricade that?
That's also true.
There's the it's the little door that we went through.
Oh yeah, it's like a garbage chute, really.
Basically,
What if there's tiny demons?
Carried in and out of.
There aren't.
Well, the chickens we dispatched of pretty quickly.
We can also do watches even though we're inside.
I guess stick with the front door and
I mean, it's just one night.
Okay, I'll do it right before we're
Do what
ready
we
to
have
lie
to.
down and should be good.
if multiple people are on a watch, you know, one can watch the front door and one can watch the back door, or someone can roll. This is not what I thought this situation was going to be.
Um,
That
what did you think the situation was going to be?
literally not a demon invasion.
Oh, okay.
Just anything else. Is this where Hex went when he separated from us? Didn't I send him off to go investigate that there was something going on somewhere?
You had mentioned it to Hex.
Right, but he does whatever he wants.
Right, it's Hex is Hex. So you were basically told your boss to go out and do some work. Do you really think Hex was going to go check it?
Well, you know, considering the state of things here, it seems like he really should have. So I'll just blame him. Yeah. Yeah. So do we want to rest now and leave in the night and use that as we move through the city, or do we want to just sort of idle some time away and sleep normally and start in the morning?
We going here?
Yeah. Don't all talk at once.
And I'm fine if we leave now or if we rest and then leave in the morning.
Rather rest a little.
Ophelia will remind you all that she is a little tapped out on her magical abilities right now.
Yeah,
She's
leave
okay if you
now
want to
wasn't
sleep
enough.
until... Basically, if you bunker down now, your long rest will be over like 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. She'll be heading out there. It'll still be dark. You're basically middle of the night. Or you can kill a couple of hours, you know, whatever. Go to bed at a normal time, get up with the sun.
How?
Where are we going?
We've moved away from Indigo, or at least a good portion of us who are kind of talking about this have, right?
I said I went back to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd at least be good to stick around here a little bit and keep an eye on Indigo to get a little bit more of a beat on her.
We can't leave until we are convinced of whether she's safe. Otherwise, we could come back. All of these people would be dead.
Yeah, that's kind of.
A divine sense or something. Let me see.
Oh, sense good and evil.
Wait, you have sense good or evil? Or I should have sense good or evil?
I'm wondering if you do.
Well, if I do, I don't have it prepared.
Why don't we, to make the most out of our time, why don't we start resting now so that we can go about at night, which might make things a little bit easier to hide so that we don't have to fight every single thing in the city until we have more information. And in the meantime, I can probably, if we can get her to go to sleep, maybe I can figure out more about Indigo.
I wouldn't mind being present at that.
My spell can only do celestial, elemental, aberration, fey fiend, or undead. Would that cover it?
Devils are fiends. Yeah.
Alright. I can do that in the morning.
Okay.
Not right now.
So worst comes to worst. Either she acts first, or you can figure something out, and then we can take it from there.
And that spell
Yeah,
would also allow to avoid.
I could be there too, Art, if in case something goes bad and need to act.
It's more of an interest. We talked to Mealy Bailey before we came here and asked what was going on here, and she's cagey about the whole thing, per usual. But this is a little bit bigger than I thought it would be.
Oh. We can perhaps the spellcasters that need the most rest now should maybe go do that, and people that
Right.
are more I still have a good amount of magic, but then also our companions that don't need to regenerate any sort of magical stores also. You two are all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, I'll rest while we're, while we're here resting, but I'm ready. I feel pretty good right now.
Okay, so why don't you two take the first watch? Maybe I'll see if we can get Indigo to just rest a little bit earlier, and then I can take over at the second watch, giving the other spellcasters the most amount of time to sleep.
Thank you.
So we got first and second covered. Anyone going to take third or fourth, or?
I know Furia can trance. I don't know if she'd volunteer for a watch, but she doesn't have to sleep the full hours.
Yeah, would her trance
She
be
can
up?
take like the third watch, and I would take the fourth watch.
Okay.
That's something.
Yeah, I know
she-
Furia will typically offer to take a watch. Again, this is a little different situation, but we'll say, yeah, definitely she'll take one, and then you can, she'll take three, and you'll take four.
Okay,
So,
the hours.
Go ahead, for those of you taking watches, all of you go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
And I would like to cast my Guardian of Faith. Would I be able to cast it right inside the door? Is there enough room to get a large object right there? Like, so if anyone, so say if a little orphan child attacked us in the middle of the night, it would be like procced, almost, if it was indoors as opposed to outdoors.
Said Guardian of Faith?
Yeah.
What level spell is that?
4th.
Take a look at the spell here. So it's will only basically it'll only trigger if a hostile creature moves it within 10 feet of the Guardian.
Right. So that's why I went on the inside of the door instead of the outside of the door.
Right, so if you cast it in the inside, basically you would have to sleep down in that sort of basically in the common room of the inn.
Yeah. I wanted to be in the common room area. And
Yeah,
I would
if you guys are
down there.
sleeping down there within 10 feet of it, then it would definitely trigger if someone makes a move. But if you cast it down there and then you guys go upstairs into your own private rooms and sleep,
Right.
you're going to be further than 10 feet away. It's not going to trigger anything.
I'll sleep downstairs, and anyone else that wants to sleep upstairs can sleep
Okay.
upstairs. But I'm just gonna be hostile towards me, so.
Okay, yeah.
So I'll
Easy
do
enough
that,
to do.
and then I'll go down to sleep. Yeah.
And that lasts for 8 hours, so you do that and then bunker down for your rest.
Yep.
Okay. Rose and Sarah, you two are taking first watch?
If
I am, yes.
yeah, okay.
Okay, so if you two are taking
Did we
first, I
want
need
two
to...
of us on watch, or I'm
Uh,
first and you're second?
I'll take second. I mostly want to just make sure we get Indigo to bed first.
Right.
Okay. That puts Fury at third, Lydia at fourth. Murdoch, do you still want to take second watch, where it seems like Rose and Sarah now sort of split them up into a 1 and 2?
Oh, then I'll push back to third with Furia.
Oh, okay.
That'll be fine. And I will be trying to convince Indigo to maybe take a little bit of a nap because it was a really stressful day.
Oh,
Are
okay.
you? Yeah, same. Just like, are you feeling tired? Or would you like to take a little rest?
Well, before that, all of you go ahead and give me your perception checks.
Okay.
One, two,
Mine
three.
was an 8.
Okay. What was your, Sarah?
An 11.
Okay. Murdoch?
Also an 11.
Okay. And Lydia?
1, 2, 3.
Okay. And Furia rolled a nat 20. I know
Nice.
her modifier is stupid, so I just marked her down at a 25. So I don't have her.
I think she's a
character sheet.
7.
It might even be. It might be like a 27 or something.
Yeah.
I think it's a 7.
So, and then Sarah and Murdoch. Go ahead and each of you make persuasion checks for me. As you are both trying to talk with.
27.
Nice.
You got
I
a
need,
27?
I need your number,
Yeah.
not Murdoch's number.
No, that's my number.
I rolled a
I'm-
21.
Yeah, I have +7 and I rolled a nat 20.
Nice.
Jesus.
So 21 and 27.
She's
Okay.
really tired.
Yeah,
You're
it's-
tired, right?
It's like that Samuel Jackson book. Go to F to sleep.
Go
yeah,
to
so
sleep.
the two of you have a couple of words with her, and she sort of gives a little bit of a nod and then looks towards the group of you. Where am I sleeping? Am I staying down here with you?
No. We have rooms upstairs.
Yes, we got rooms. People are just staying down here when we're making sure nothing happens while the others are resting. So you'll stay in the room with me.
Okay. And
I
she
think we
reaches
got-
up to try. Well, she
Reaches
reaches
down.
over to take your hand. So we're going up now.
Uh-huh. And if you'd like, I'll tell you a story as well until you fall asleep.
You can see a little smile on her face and starts pulling you towards the stairs.
Does she have her picture with her? Or did she leave it on
No,
the
it's
table?
just sitting on the table.
Okay. I'll just keep her upstairs then.
Okay. So, Sarah and Indigo disappear up the stairs.
Once upon a time.
I'll go up too.
Okay. We've got Lydia's casting her spell and is going to basically be bunkering, setting her sort of sleeping bag up and near the front door. Art, what would you be doing? Would you be sleeping downstairs or would you be upstairs?
That's a good question. I think I'd be upstairs.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the room situation is.
Basically, there's not a whole. There aren't a whole lot of people
There's like 2.
staying.
Yeah, I think we said 2 to a room last
Yeah,
time. I
it's,
don't know if
basically
we-
they gave you 3 rooms for trying to help out.
Okay.
So,
yeah, so I
it's-
figured the grandmas and the little girl.
You're not allowed to be alone.
I know.
which means you're in the room with the grandmas and the little girl. Oh wait, no, because we have Fury. Sorry, Fury's not here, and I forgot.
Fury,
Yeah, so
yeah.
basically, we'll say that you and Fury would end up potentially sharing that.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
I'll do a little bit of reading and then
I'm sorry, I
Get
couldn't
to
hear you.
resting. Do a little bit of reading and then get to resting.
Oh, okay. And then Rose, anything in specific you'd be doing during your watch?
No, nothing in particular.
Oh, okay. So, as Sarah and Murdoch have brought Indigo upstairs, and Sarah, as you start telling her a story, it takes probably a good 20 minutes or so of you sitting there and her laying down and you just, recalling
Doing
old
the
fairy tales. And eventually she does seem to drift off. And then a little bit of time goes by. Eventually, you hear a soft knock as Rose has come to alert you that it is your watch.
I do the shh, okay. And I tiptoe out.
Okay.
Gently close the door. Murdoch's locked inside.
So eventually you make your way downstairs. Anything you'd be doing during your watch?
Are the other people still down there? Do they also have rooms?
The ones, the couple of other refugees, we'll call them, that have been bunkered down in the inn, they are all still down there. Most of them are still awake at this point. Sort of bunkered in the corner. They seem to be a little taken back by the strange floating sword that is now just inside the doorway from Lydia's spell.
Gonna be I know, right? Magic. I'm gonna look over at Indigo's picture and kind of just look it over.
Okay.
Where does it look like just the house we visited and the chickens and everything?
You're gonna art therapy this?
Does it match, basically?
So as you just sort of walk over and just glance at it real quick, it seems to.
Okay. Put that back down.
Oh wait, you're picking it up?
Yeah.
Okay. As you pick it up, you watch as there is a flash of light.
Uh-huh.
And I need you to make a charisma saving throw for me.
Oh, God.
Oh. When will you learn?
That's 2. I rolled a 1 and I got a +1. That's 2.
As you pick it up and you see this, and again, as you pick it up and you start looking at it, you barely notice the slight flash that comes from the paper as you lifted it. Mm-hmm. And as you're looking closer at this, you can see she actually drew something in one of the windows.
Uh-huh.
It looks like a body on a bed. And in the pit of your stomach, all you start to feel is this bludgeoning sensation of despair. For the next minute, you become completely overwhelmed with this almost maddening level of despair. You are unable to take actions, attack anything, blah, 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 for the next minute. As you are just sort of overwhelmed by this sensation.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that kind of half stumble, hold the head, and just kind of lean against the table.
No, just as I was bunkering downstairs, and I noticed Granny just sort of stumble over.
This is a couple of hours afterwards you'd be out.
Oh, a couple hours.
I'll say go ahead and make a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay,
roll to know this table.
15? 15?
No, unfortunately, you're still conked out. Yeah, Sarah, as you stumble back for that moment, just sort of grabbing your head and as quick as that sensation came over you, it seems to just wash past after a minute. And as you look at the picture that you're holding again, you don't see anything in the window.
I'm gonna fold the drawing up and just kind of like slip it either in my bag, in my pocket, in my brassiere. But I'm just gonna like hide it somewhere on my person. Just kind of keep it with me.
It doesn't seem like anybody over in the other area pays you any notice.
I mean, I wasn't trying to be sneaky. I know Indigo's upstairs.
It's like good paper.
It says John Smith over and over.
Then after a little bit of time, as you go through your watch and everything else seems to be fine, eventually you head up to wake up Furia and Murdoch for their watch. As you alert Furia, you can tell she's already I'll use the phrase woke up, she's already coming out of her trance. Proceeds to give you a little nod and heads downstairs.
Artemis is in the room with us, right?
No, Artemis was in the room with Furia.
Okay.
Artemis is now alone.
Oh no.
Just looks dead. I'm gonna just like kind of grab Murdoch's arm before she leaves the room.
Hmm.
Murdoch, is Indigo still asleep?
Appears to be.
And I'm gonna take the drawing out of my pocket and like slip it to her. There was something in the window. And it's not there anymore.
You mean there was something outside?
No, in the drawing.
Oh. Oh.
It was our fellow on the bed.
I'm
The
going
one-
to. Yeah, the blood vomiting.
But yes.
Okay. I'm going to do, because I don't think I've technically had a long rest. I've had like half of one.
Yeah.
But I'm going to, because I'm in the room with Indigo. I'm gonna do my little plan here, just to see. I'm gonna get my last little "Are you a demon?" test. And I'm going to cast just a regular charm person on her. She does not need to be able to hear me. I just need to be able to see her and have her be in range. And if she's not a person, the spell will just fail.
Huh. Okay. Crap, I gotta go looking. Okay, give me a second. Where are you? Where did you going to go? Okay. So charm person attempts to charm a humanoid.
Mm-hmm.
Does no, let me just double check here. We got 100% here.
Because I also know They know. I believe they know if they're charmed, but if the spell never goes off, then they were never charmed in the first place.
Huh. Yeah, so I would say that in this situation, it does not affect. You get the sensation that your spell cannot affect this person. Because this individual does not specify that they are humanoid.
Okay. Our suspicions are correct, Sarah. He's not human.
What if there's just something inside her? Demons do that, right?
That is hard. I already looked her when we picked her up. I looked to see if she had any markings or anything on her. As far as I know, this isn't some sort of possession or anything. This is just something wearing a face. But I also don't know how powerful. So I'm trying to just wait until we all are together and paired. But I will pass the information along until everybody knows. Which I know is not really a great thing to tell you to now go sleep. But rest easy knowing that we don't have to be in the dark. Okay?
I look over at the unlit candle in the room. I think I will be in the dark.
Alright. Well, Furia should be, I think, waking up, so I'll let her know. And we'll let the others know on the last watch.
Okay, I'm go look at the room, look at Murdoch. Look down the hall to the room that Artemis and Furia are in.
And as you look down, you see Furia has exited and is now heading downstairs.
I'm gonna gently shut the door that Indigo's in and toddle over to where Artemis and Furia's room is.
Okay, so you're leaving Indigo alone and going to spend the rest of your evening with Artemis.
I would like to spend half of my evening, or
Yeah,
I just want to check. Like, I want to get like a short rest in, and then I just want to check.
if you wake up again, you may not get the benefits of a long rest then. If you're going to be running back and forth. Choice to make.
Damn it!
Indigo Wizard, which way you gonna go?
Every time!
Every single time.
Literally every time!
And I will say
yeah,
happily, some of those times it was the DM trying to push it that way. Nope, this time was all on y'all.
I'm gonna go.
I'll be fine. I just blew through like a whole bunch of demon chickens.
No, I'm gonna go stay with Artemis for the long rest.
Okay.
I'll check more in on her later.
Okay, so is Murdoch and Furia head down for their watch? And Murdoch, anything in specific you'd be doing during your watch?
I'm just going to inform Furia so that Furia is aware. Like, I mean, we thought But like, yeah, it's a demon. It's a demon figure.
Okay. So as you feel Furia in, and you and Furia are able to have that conversation. Rest of your watch goes by very smoothly. Furia seems to be noticing every little sound and whatnot, but seems to be for the most part fairly peaceful at this point now, even though those individuals who had been up in the other end of the inn are now sort of passed out. Again, still what meager weapons they had still sort of clutched with them as they're sleeping against bars and corners. But eventually your watch comes to a close, and comes time Furia wakes up Lydia.
Like to do something during my watch.
Okay. Furia will fill you in on what she was told by Murdoch, that yes, we're right, it's a demon.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
So it's they fill you in on that before they head back up to go to their watch.
I would like to cast, do a, let's see, it's a ritual. I'd like to cast ceremony as a ritual.
Cast what?
Ceremony?
Oh, okay.
And, create a vial of holy water. Or two.
Oh, okay. Well, as you're starting to do that, Murdoch, as you get back up to your room, it opened the door.
She's not there.
Sarah's gone.
Sorry.
Indigo is gone.
I'm gonna go into my pocket and I'm gonna look at that little drawing. That's the last thing that Sarah told me about.
As you look at it, it looks like a very sort of rudimentary drawing of a house. You're still not seeing anything that Sarah had mentioned. As you're starting to have that moment of panic, Furia eventually comes over and sort of taps you. She's asleep in my room.
Both of them?
No, Sarah.
Where's the kid? Oh, God. Okay. Well, I can't go to sleep again. I'm not gonna get my stuff back. Gonna do a quick little scour for any evidence of where Indigo has gone.
Okay. So go ahead and make a quick investigation check.
Investigation. Little investigator. No, not. It's a 6.
I mean, looking around, you don't see anything that really jumps out and gives you anything. The window is still closed. The curtains are drawn. Candle's still out. You had to open the door. There's not a whole lot to go on in here.
Gosh, I really, really need to go to sleep. Since Lydia was on the last watch, does that mean that Lydia was able to prepare her spells?
Yep. Yeah, Lydia, at this point, I'd say Lydia has gotten her full rest.
Yeah, that's why I did ceremony. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had that prepared. Sorry.
No, that's fine. No, that's actually perfect. So, Murdoch is going to. She's like, I want to go to sleep, but now I'm so stressed. I'm gonna go find Lydia. Lydia, did you prepare that detect evil spell today?
Yes, I did. I'm also creating holy water.
Also good. Did not know that. I should have sort of guessed that.
No, didn't know I could do it either. It just sort of came to me off a sheet of spells that I could do. Like,
Clerics.
yeah.
Divine. I can't find it to go.
Say what now?
I can't find it to go.
She was on the second story, right? You lost her?
I didn't.
Someone misplaced her?
She has gone missing. But
Creepy.
because dangerous.
Dangerous and creepy.
I was wondering if I know you don't want to use too much magic right at the beginning of the day, but could you do a sweep of the house?
Sure, the detect good and evil is concentration for up to 10 minutes, so I can cast that. I'll let you know if there's an Operation Celestial Elemental Fiend or Undead within 30 feet.
Alright, so you could do that and just sort of do a quick walk around the building and see if you sense her.
I kind of don't want to be alone if I find her.
I'm not gonna go back to sleep.
Alright then, if you don't mind accompanying me, I wouldn't mind that at all. Alright. I will cast Detect Good and Evil.
Okay. So, as you cast it, immediately upon casting it from where you are near the front door, you get a couple of pings out on the street in front of you, just walking past.
Hate that.
Yeah. That's creepy. Don't like it.
You also get one, let's see, what's the range? 30 feet?
Yes.
Yeah, so as you're moving around, eventually as you make your way up to the second floor, you do manage to find a single contact upstairs. It's actually as you're moving around upstairs, it is behind a closed door. It is not one of the rooms that was given to you.
Oh my god, is there someone else that's a demon too?
Murdoch, I don't know how to appropriately approach the situation. I'm not a woman of words. Persuade them to let you into the room and use your womanly wiles.
In here?
Yeah, go. There's one. It might be her hiding in a different room, but we won't know unless we get permission to enter.
Of course. Well, I'm gonna go knock on it then, I suppose.
Pretend you need sugar or water, Advil or something.
Yes. I will.
A couple of moments goes by, you don't get a response. Lydia, you do notice the glow that you can see through the door is now moved.
They're awake. Whatever's his.
I'm wondering if I need to wake everybody up.
Maybe it's just a little like house imp that wants to be left alone. Don't people have those like house imps? Such a thing. No. All right. No. Too much Harry Potter. They're house.
That's an elf.
House elves. Ooh, Fury would be mad if I just said that out loud.
Dobby!
Don't tell her.
People can go back to sleep later. I feel like it's better to just nip the demons in this house in the bud before a battle breaks out and people get woken up anyway. So Murdoch's just going to do a quick few message spells, just be like, and be like, everyone, there are demons moving in the building, and I think we just need to deal with this. I don't think we can keep sleeping.
They're inside the house.
Okay. You all have Murdoch basically crowbar your eyes open as you hear Murdoch very urgently calling you to action.
I hop out of bed and gather myself and put my axe on my back, and I walk out into the hall.
Artemis, when you open your eyes, Sarah's in the room with you.
Ah! Good morning? It doesn't look like morning.
No.
Right then. I'm ready. And I'll kind of get up and
Oh, that motion sums up this entire campaign. Like, okay, I'm ready. Let's just go.
Let's go.
If I leave if I open the door to the room and go back to my room, is there a little girl there?
Oh, so as you walk past all of your friends who are all standing, looking ready at this one door, as you walk back over to where you were sleeping, room's empty.
Ow!
Jeez.
You're the quiet one.
I mean, we're all
Sneaky.
awake now.
So you only detect the one, Lydia?
Do I only detect the one, DM?
Yep.
Yes.
wait, Indigo's gone.
So is this Indigo a demon or whatever? Is that...
Did you not fill
Alright,
Rose
well.
in on this?
Rose was the first watch.
Just woke up. What do you...
No, yes. Yes.
Where is she? I mean...
So this
let's-
this thing behind
handle
the
this.
door is the same type as a fiend, is it?
So, looking at this, the specific spell you've cast only tells you if it is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead. Does
Okay.
not tell you which of the 6 it is.
Oh, great.
So you know there is something on the other side of that door.
Okay. Great.
What it is?
Would love to see it.
None of those are good except a celestial.
And somehow I doubt that one.
Just... Well, first off, is this door... Before I do all the stupid stuff of D&D with doors, is the door locked?
Have you checked?
Yeah.
As you're checking, it does not appear to be.
Look at all of us in, like, the hallway.
Oh,
Ready?
pretty.
Pull out a knife. Ready.
Open my hand.
So as Murdoch's swinging open the door, who is right beside Murdoch?
I'm right beside Murdoch.
Okay. As the two of you are in front and you throw open the door, the room is dark. And after a second, a small humanoid girl jumps towards the both of you, hands outstretched. Blah! Did I scare you?
He's gonna curse us.
Well,
Backpedal
does that
demon.
hurt?
Can I chuck some holy water at her?
Sure.
Backpedal demon.
Indigo, why don't you? Oh,
Smash.
Now, are you just sort of like you're just like sprinkling at, or are you just
Yeah, I'm
throwing?
just gonna sprinkle it. I'm not gonna throw
Oh
a
god,
ball
is
at
this
her.
going to be like a little ASMR girl and we're all just really wrong?
Assholes.
I'm an asshole.
Glass a child.
As you start
Yeah.
pulling your water out, you think,
So sorry. Are you okay? Oh, I just got you wet now. Now you're grown. Oh,
"What?
it didn't work as intended.
Why'd you do that? Now I'm all wet.
Sorry. Sorry. Thought you were someone else.
Okay, like give
Did I scare
Murdoch
you?
a look, like
Yeah, and I'm like, I guess I'm not in
Uh,
behind, so I'm looking at Sarah. I'm like,
Is she celestial?
What?
We think you're very special, little girl. We're just trying to figure out how.
Should we maybe just not beat around the bush anymore?
Murdoch, what's the deal here? What's
I'll get down on one knee and look at Indigo, and I'll
Matthew
be
might
like,
have made me look a fool.
I'm sorry I got you up there. Can you please? Are you special in any way?
Mommy and Daddy told me I'm very special.
Did they say about what?
Well, Mommy told me not to leave the house until somebody came to get me, but
Somebody in specific?
no, she just didn't want me roaming around the streets right now.
I'm gonna get down on one. Indigo, you act very mature for a girl of your age. You ask everybody for their name.
Yes, Mommy tells me to make sure I get everybody's name when I meet them.
Tell me more about Mommy.
Just here.
Okay, let's see. Let me grab my cheat sheet over here.
Tara, do you have a robot arm?
Oh, yes, I do. It's my new tattoo.
It's fantastic.
It's very.
Thanks, I designed it myself.
It's pretty fantastic.
I'm thinking Mom is some sort of
Yeah.
it's like a chain child.
Yeah.
So, as you're just sitting there looking at you, Mommy's very beautiful. She has long, the sticky sweet, the honey, that long honey hair. And Daddy always used to like to play with it and do that weird thing where it's all like wrapped around itself.
Right.
a braid.
And she was, Daddy always used to say she was so pretty, and she had these, her eyes are prettier than mine. She has like that ice blue, bluish sort of gray color to her eyes. I get Daddy's, mine are just sort of brown, so it just almost pokes her eye out trying to show it to you.
Very
And then, when she wasn't wearing her overcoat, she had the most beautiful wings.
And when everything got scary, did Mommy go out to go do something and tell you and Daddy to stay at home?
Also, maybe what kind of wings?
Like bird wings?
Not
Like buggy
No, like-
wings?
like,
bat.
what's a bat?
Here, tell her what bat is.
I could show her.
Show her what bat is.
That might scare her though.
Oh.
Well, I mean, have you seen outside?
True.
What?
Leathery kind of drape to it. Did your mommy have angel wings? Was she an angel?
What's an angel?
I don't think so.
Okay.
She had 2 wings that go up and 2 wings that go down.
Fly. Maybe I can fly.
Like a fairy. Beautiful.
What?
Interesting.
I think I've made misjudgment.
Well, we've all feel really badly about this whole incident, Indigo.
I'm gonna get my handkerchief and start like trying to dry off Indigo's face.
I believe Granny had some sweets for you, right, Granny?
Yeah.
Give her a cookie.
Indigo, I'm very sorry. Your joke was very good,
We're all very
and
You
sorry.
scared we were really scared.
we were
Really got
very
us.
scared.
When I woke up and I was alone, I thought you guys wanted to play hide and seek, so I went and hid.
Very clever. You did hide.
You
From
hid
all of
very well. We had to use special magic in order to figure out where you were hiding.
Cause you're a special girl,
Okay, well,
aren't you? Alright.
I'm gonna go back to bed now.
Good idea, good idea.
I'm gonna walk her to the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk in the other direction because I feel like a complete jerk.
While I'm walking her, I want to ask her, Indigo, are you able to do magic when you draw pictures?
No, and Mommy and Daddy haven't let me try to study anything like that.
Okay.
Daddy has books that he needs to read a lot in order to do what he can do.
Does Mommy do magic?
Daddy says Mommy is magic.
Do you ever do magic like Mommy?
Oh, Mommy makes me fly.
When you drew your picture, I saw a new part of your picture. Did you do that? And can you make your pictures go away when you draw?
She looks at you and seems to be very confused.
Like if you draw a person, are you able to make them leave the picture?
No, I can make the picture go away.
How do you do that?
And Pantomime's balling up a piece of paper and throwing it away.
Ah. Uh, your picture did magic for me, and there was a person in the window, and when I looked away, there wasn't a person in the window. Have you done something like that before?
She looks at you. No, that's not how pictures work.
Can I just do an insight check?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna like kind of tug on Murdoch's sleeve, like at this point, trying just to like pull her just a few steps away. Like, so what's going on here? Is this a demon or not?
The 9.
Seems to be truthful.
I think her mother is possibly some sort of planar being. Probably a fae. She's not human, but
is she dangerous? Is she the cause of the troubles here?
no. I don't think so. I think I took the precautionary thing, but it was a false alarm. A otherworldly child, but I don't think she's
I mean,
I'm sorry.
No. What do we do next? I mean,
Do we know the names of her parents by any chance? Did she tell us? Did the men down below know?
The individual, when you spoke with the innkeeper, it hasn't been brought up this session. When you mentioned last time, the innkeeper had mentioned that the father had come in a few times to get food and drink, but he had not met the daughter. That was pretty much the extent of the conversation about them.
Didn't he say the father's name though? Like, didn't he say, "Oh yeah, he brings"? I feel
No,
like
I
it
don't
started with
believe so.
J. Okay.
We can get that if I just there's
So
demons
from-
everywhere, and I rushed to demon, but I think mommy went to go stop this or do
I
something.
forgot her mommy's like a succubus or something.
I mean, we think
Are
there's a good
those
chance-
creatures in Volos by any chance? Succubi?
I
I don't remember if they are or not. Or if they're
Oh
just
right,
in the...
because do you actually have like in-game Volos?
We bought it, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've read it, I think Art read it.
I think I
Yeah,
have it to read.
Because she was described as having wings, and I don't know if succubi.
Wings, they do, but they're bat wings. According
Yeah.
to the pictures in the book. But I don't remember if they're in the players or in the Volos.
But she
they're
doesn't
not
know
in
Not
what a
players.
bat is. Unless, did you show her what a bat is?
I don't think we did.
No.
No.
No, but she
Yeah, I mean,
also
maybe
gave a
it doesn't have the
description that
name,
was
but-
not anything like bat wings.
Right.
True. It had like 2 up and 2 down.
More like a dragonfly's wings or...
Or a bee, because she mentioned honey.
Well,
She had
honey-colored
honey-colored hair, and then I think she has dragonfly wings. I think her mom is a fairy
Yeah.
Fae
or some
some
type of
sort,
fae.
yeah.
And
Tinkerbell got busy.
At least we know who to kind of keep an eye out for when we're kind of looking around the rest of the town.
lady with really nice
Again-
hair and a trench coat.
again, to
I'm
Murdoch,
in San
Please.
Diego.
we think
Um,
it's a good chance that that's her father in the house, right? I mean,
I don't
maybe
know.
not, but
Do we know how long the mother's been away?
This whole thing started only a little while ago.
Yeah, but did the mother go out right away or like a couple days?
You're
later?
going to have to ask her that.
Okay.
She said mommy left when when the scary stuff started happening.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So right.
PM question: from when I saw that body in the house, if I asked like one of the innkeepers what Indigo's father looked like, would I be able to recognize whether or not?
I think
Him
you
in the
said with
house?
the corpse. I think he said with the corpse in the house that it was like so kind of like mutilated beyond.
It's
Okay, that's
pretty-
that's why I was asking. I didn't know if it was
I mean, you could try.
okay.
And again, you're making the assumption that the body you saw in the house is that person.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
just
don't know for sure, but
And as the group of you were having this discussion and starting to splinter to head back to finish your long rests, and for Lydia to finish the last of her watch, we will go ahead and take our quick break here. Because as those of you at home can see, the final person has been able to join with us as I am shifted sideways a little. So we'll get everything situated and we'll be back in just a few moments, folks. So don't go anywhere. It's time to see what other poor innocent child the group decides to traumatize.
Oh, she got some water thrown on her. She's fine.
See you in a few.
Very.
welcome back, everyone. Oops, of course, when I turn my resume on, it turns everything on. There we go. Oh, got our camera switch. We are all back. Thank you very much for bearing with us during that short break. So we're going to pick right up where we were as Sarah and Indigo have made their way back to their room with Murdoch and Fury. Actually, Fury would probably still... Fury is still up, so I'll say it's up to you where Furia wanders off to. Lydia is back downstairs finishing up her watch. Rose and Artemis finishing their rest. Eventually, dawn does not creep as you guys turned in early. So as all of you wake up from your long rest, you find as you check the windows and your room sort of peek out the curtains without lit candles, it is still pitch black out. Eventually, the group of you start to make your way back downstairs to Sarah and Murdoch. What do you do with Indigo? Do you wake her and bring her down, or do you leave her as she has fallen back asleep?
I'm going to make sure she's all tucked in and everything. I'm gonna turn to Murdoch and be like, we'll tell one of the others downstairs to check on her. She deserves this. And I'm gonna leave a couple of cookies nearby on the nightstand.
So eventually, the group of you all gathered back downstairs. Lydia, at this point, as your friends are starting to regather around you, you can see the sword that you had cast last evening that had been floating by the door starts to shimmer and fade and eventually just dissipates into nothing as your spell has ended.
Okay.
So the evening is yours.
I still don't know where we're going.
We're going to find Fabio.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Other Fabio.
They've been checking temples in the city. They're looking for an artifact.
Which was the one they suggested we go to first?
The Temple of Waukee.
That's what I thought. I couldn't remember. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't go there first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ready to go.
We have the protection of darkness, but also just remember that these people are obviously really shaken and might not be inherently trustful of us, but yes. Shall we?
I can pass without trace us if you think that is necessary.
This old armor doesn't really stealth ever. That'd be nice.
for a change. I mean, sure. Are we looking
Yes.
at the back gross door again?
Probably.
Probably.
Okay.
So are you going to wake the innkeeper to have him basically seal it up like he did before after you've departed, or you... Okay.
That would be good. Also, we should ask what the father's name was, since he's been here before, just to confirm.
And what would the name of Ingo's father be? And as well,
You're a little far back.
You're
a
not
little
coming
far away
in
for
on
some
your
reason.
mic.
sorry. Okay, there we go. Hello, good sir. Do you mind telling us what the name of Indigo's father would be, and would you mind checking in on her? We're gonna leave her alone for a little
I'm
while.
sorry, what? It's not even first light yet. What?
I know. Sorry. For the abrupt wake up. We're heading out. Maybe you want to set up the barricade behind us again once we leave, and also could you check on Indigo? Make sure she's all right later on.
I suppose, but I'm going back to bed first. We were up drinking last night.
By all means, she's
mean-
still sleeping too, I think.
And what would the name of her father be? Do you know him?
Well, assuming you mean the guy from next door who come in here.
Yes, and if you know what he looks like, that could be helpful too.
Once he sort of squint at you a little bit. I mean, oh, his name was Nardwal. And, I mean, sort of muddy-colored hair. You know, medium build, about my height. Just sort of look plain, and nothing really stood out about him.
I guess as he says that, is that enough for me to... Do I think that was her father we found?
I mean, it's a the size is about right. Facial, like from what little you could see, sort of a jacked up face as far as what you had seen, so it's hard to base it on that. The hair was dark though, so you know it's possible.
Right, well, here's the thing. So, in the house we found her in, we found was someone inside who was dead, and it's quite possible that it is the girl's father. So
what are you going to do with her then? You can't leave her here.
I mean, what? We can't take her. We're traveling out on the road all the time.
Well, fine, you can leave her here tonight, but when you get back here, you're going to have to find something to do with her.
We're going to be looking for her mom. So if we find that, then
If you're looking out there, good luck to you.
Not a neighborly concern, sir.
Sheesh.
Just a
He just
child.
sort of gives you a look a little bit. Oh. Once you run into that one's bigger, hairier sister, you'll understand.
I don't know whether to take that literally or not.
we've also fought a lot of very
Yeah, he's
scary
poignantly
creatures,
explaining.
so I doubt this one will be any scarier than the ones we fought yesterday.
The chickens.
The goat people.
Oh, the gold people, yes. Much scarier than chickens, I understand, yeah.
He sort of looks at the group of you. So you're trying to help out the city by killing livestock.
We're possessed
Believe me,
or
they're
something.
not livestock.
I
See,
mean,
no
I
place for a
bring-
child.
Bring back like the corpse that the dear farrier cleaved into. I assure you, it's not exactly a chicken.
It once was, but
Well,
Now, more teeth, less skin, yet somehow more
Man,
skin.
skin's the best part
And
when you cook it
tongue.
properly.
Great deal of tongue.
skin is the best part.
as we said, we're going to be leaving out of
Yeah.
the garbage chute again. So I mean,
Well,
want to close it? It's
do
your
the sa-
establishment, or if you want to go back to bed.
well, I'm going to lock it, then I'm going back to bed.
All right.
So,
Remember
you want to
secret-
get back in? Same
Remember
lock,
the secret knock. Yes.
and after daylight.
Probably.
Most likely.
Let me rephrase. After daylight.
Okay.
Because I'm not getting out of bed again. I mean, granted, Bed was passed out drunk on the bar, but still. Eventually, brings the group of you to the garbage chute, pops it open, lets you all climb out into the darkness. I believe you said you were all planning on stealthing.
Yes, and I will cast Paths Without Trace as well.
Okay. So go ahead, everybody, make your stealth checks. Lydia, don't forget disadvantage.
Yep.
And then you add a +10 to it.
Damn
1d8.
disadvantage.
Okay, 28, Lydia.
19.
It was gonna be a 27, but with disadvantage, it's a 13.
Okay. Rose, what was yours?
19.
Okay. Art?
So it's stealth and then
Stealth, and then +10.
okay. 28.
Okay.
I got a 33.
33, Murdoch.
22.
I feel
Okay.
so cool.
You all feel invisible as you start heading out. Even Lydia's armor seems to understand the need for quiet. Now, as the group of you start heading out, Lydia and Sarah, do me a favor and make survival checks for me.
I don't like that you asked that. It's a 15 though.
That's
If you
a
fail a survival
wisdom
check, you
skill,
don't
so that's an 18.
Oh, okay. Although difficult, you are able to sort of keep a half an eye on your friends as you are out in the dark of night. And
Oh.
neither of you have dark vision.
Oh, I don't see. I got you.
So as the group of you are moving around, you actually manage to do okay. And as you had learned from the innkeep, those of you with dark vision are able to sort of lead the way towards the Temple of Waukee a little easier. I'm trying to stay away. Go ahead, all of you, and make perception checks for me.
A 13.
Okay, 13 for Rose.
Dirty 20.
22.
12.
Okay. Art and Sarah?
16.
9.
Okay. So you've got a couple of you, for those of you who rolled above a 20, as you're making your way down the street, sort of tucked against one side, ducking behind things as much as you can, and remembering the directions again, I'm assuming you're tend to take point a little more when you're leading people places, but
Yeah.
as you're heading over and you're getting towards that intersection where you have to turn to go down to the temple, any of you who rolled a 20 or above can hear heavy footfalls walking down that same street. It sounds as though it's coming towards you.
As soon as I hear it, I'm going to hold up a hand like this to hopefully stop people from hitting me as I stop.
What is it?
There's footsteps over there.
Oh, I didn't hear them.
They're really soft. They're coming toward us.
Can
Side
we hide in
street.
the alley? I'm gonna hide in an alley.
Oh, okay.
Duck
I'm
into
going
like
with-
the nearest alley.
I'm going with
Yes.
Lydia.
You guys backpedal a little bit.
I'll follow just so that everybody's in the dome of the
Mhm.
paths with victories.
Okay. So is everyone else sort of following suit and ducking back behind into this alley?
Yeah.
Okay. So eventually a couple of moments goes by and you can hear the footfalls getting closer. It's just... Then it stops for a couple of moments. Then you start to hear the same sound, but now it sounds like it's getting further away.
Probably some sort of patrol?
I guess, yeah.
Granny, stick your head out and see if you can. You can't see anything. We can't see anything.
Oh,
Right,
I'll
never
look.
mind.
It
and I'll-
did only sound like one, right? You only heard one?
Yeah, I only heard one once he pointed it out.
Why don't we just rush it?
'Cause
It's
we don't know
going
what
away
it
from
is.
us at the moment, probably.
We don't know what it is. One, and two, we already scared a small girl this evening, so I'd rather not do that again.
It
I mean, we
sounded not
got
like
her
a little girl.
water.
I know,
Way too heavy.
but we still don't know what it is.
There's only
Well-
one way we're going to find out. Nobody in the town knows what it is.
And we're the people here to fix the problem.
Yeah,
Come on,
Right.
let's go.
yeah, let's go. And
I'm moving. I'm still stealthing, but I'm moving forward in the direction of the footsteps.
yeah, I'll follow along as well.
Okay. So as the two of you start taking off and moving after it, everyone else following suit?
Yes,
Yeah.
but I don't want to be in the first person rushing it.
Oh, okay. So, as you start basically taking off after this thing, now, how far out does your dark vision go for? That's 60 feet, right?
I think mine's still 60 feet.
Yeah, I believe it's 60.
So it takes you a good little bit of time to sort of catch up to where you can start to make this out off in the distance. As you can see what looks to be just a very large thing. Slow, lumbering movement, just one step sways to the right, one step sways to the left a little bit. Her body just sort of hulking, seems to be leaning forward, very sort of broad. Shoulders off in the distance. So you continue to move forward, getting a little bit closer. You can see as it goes to turn down the street, and as it's been moving sort of like this, one arm comes out, reaches up and grabs the side of a building as it turns the corner. And you can see the arm itself is just massive. It just reaches up and almost like it's leaning on the wall. It sort of reaches up, hand on the corner, and just moves around the corner. Continuing on its way.
Well, we're going to have to move faster and... hey, Murdoch. Doesn't seem like lawyer things will work. Do you want to be a giant ape, by any chance?
I know that I'm a little bit less cognizant, but when the going gets tough, I think I'll be much more useful as a giant ape, rather than...
All right. I'll keep that in mind. Let's keep going, then.
Right.
So brutish.
Okay. As a group of you are continuing along. Yeah, no, you trying to move up and actually overtake this, or how? What's your plan?
I think we should get close enough to fire some spells at it. Surprise it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Do we know the town well enough to know if we like turn down an alley we can kind of surprise it, like intersect it?
Not really. You haven't been here before. You could try. As you know, it's turned left, so you could try taking an earlier left and try to like circle around it. Not sure how it work out for you though.
Alright.
Or should we just wait until it passes and then just get a surprise attack?
Well, it's heading away from us.
I mean, it might turn back if it is on patrol, or it might just be heading in that direction. I don't know.
Let's keep going.
Yes.
Alright.
And
Try and
were
get
we
closer.
ever close enough for me to, like... Thinking of what the innkeeper kept mocking me, saying he saw, like, a hairier version of me walking around. Is that... With that on my mind, is that, like, what I'm kind of seeing?
It's hard to tell in the dark.
Okay.
You can tell this thing is much larger than you,
Yeah.
but given the way the innkeeper kept going like,
Yeah.
looking at you, it definitely has that sort of lumbering, broad sort of movement.
Murdoch.
And it
Yes.
only takes you a couple of moments to get within 60 feet of it.
Oh, okay.
So you can do things if you want to, or... I'm sorry, what were you saying, Lydia?
I was just gonna ask Murdoch if it was worth casting Detect Good and Evil again, even though I'm good at it, just to see if we were up against something. Or do
I
you
would-
automatically assume that it's going to be something like that?
I'm gonna automatically assume it's something like that. I
Okay.
would say if you want to cast that spell so that there isn't something else that we're not seeing, so that this isn't like we get into a fight thinking it's all on one and then a bunch of other things jump out, that might be good.
Alright, alright. I'll cast that again. Detect Evil Good.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to start to just lava produce flame at this thing.
Okay. So we're going to do two things here. So you go ahead and make your attack roll. And Lydia, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay.
I will say with advantage this time, because basically you're just looking for glowing lights in the darkness. It's not going to be hard to see.
22.
Oh, okay. So, and...
I got a 26 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely hit. So go ahead and roll your damage.
10 fire damage.
Okay. Give me a moment here. Let me... Where am I? We got a couple things happening here, so let me drop this down for you. Okay, so first thing you notice is this, your produced flame slams into the back of it, and you watch as the flame sort of creep up the back a little bit. You see just a massive back of reddish-brown fur. It doesn't seem to do quite as much damage as you thought it would. And as all of you start to roll initiative, you see as Lydia is spinning around and looking, and Lydia, you actually see 5 glowing lights up on the roofs above you. They're nowhere near the same size as this.
Okay.
But
I
it seems
think
like
about-
as you have been following this, something else has been following you.
Alright.
Hey, that's why I told you to do the spell. So now they don't surprise us.
So,
Look up.
luckily the group of you have avoided a surprise round from them. Okay, so as you're all rolling initiative, let's go anyone 20 and up. Okay, 15 to 20.
15.
18.
Okay, so we have
Oh boy.
Fury with 18. We have Lydia with 15. Okay, 10 to 15.
10.
No.
Here we have Art at 10.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
Murdoch, Sarah, and Rose. What do we got?
Guys!
4.
4.
Oh no! That's
Okay,
with the
Murdoch,
have advantage on initiative rolls, and I got a 4.
I do too. I rolled a nat 1, and I have a +3.
I rolled a 4, and then I rolled a 3.
Oh no.
Okay, so we got the rest down there. So let me roll for
It's
you
okay.
guys.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Okay.
Got a plan.
So maybe wait one turn before aping me.
That's what I was gonna. Yes, don't do it immediately. But I wanted your permission, and so you weren't surprised.
You have my consent to ape me, but not in the NFT way.
I thought you missaid not safe for work way, and then I
No!
remembered the NFT way.
No, just don't give me an NFT ape. No monkey.
Okay, and where is my initiative on, folks? Let me do this the right way. Sorry, folks. Let's get a little sluggish here. Okay, then. There we are. Okay, ooh, you've got a decent modifier. Okay. You are. Oops. Okay, and with that, folks, we are going to change up our music. As things are starting to kick off here, and it starts at the top with Furia, who this creature that you have just thrown a produce flame at is now starting to turn to look at you. And you can just see this massive thing, ruddy brownish red fur, and this dark colored face as the little bit of flame has now sort of died out and you find yourself back in darkness.
I'm going to throw an ice knife at it. Wait, I don't know the range of an ice knife. Great planning. I had the whole time to plan.
It's not... Okay, there it goes.
Oh, 60 feet. I'm good. All right. Yeah, I'm going to throw an ice knife at it.
Okay. So go ahead and make your attack. .24. My dice are on point
Jesus.
Tonight. Yeah, your dice are not being nice to me tonight. So that is definitely going to hit. So go ahead and roll some damage.
Eight points of piercing damage.
Okay.
It needs to make a dex saving throw. Within, I'm assuming it's the only creature within 5 feet.
Within 5 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Needs to be to 15.
Oh, okay, yes, that's a 21.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait,
so it.
wrong. Hold on, wrong character. I had the wrong sheet pulled up. 19. So yeah,
Still beats it. Yeah. So it probably the flecks of ice just bounce off its fur.
Okay. And as you watch as the ice slams into it, it does have an impact, but it does not appear to do as much as you thought it was going to.
Guys, ice and fire don't seem to be doing the thing. I mean, it's not nothing, just not super effective.
Good thing I thought we were fighting a child today, so I've got some radiant damage prepared.
Great!
Yes!
As we all know, a child's weakness. The wrath of God.
Oof.
I'm going to move, I'd say maybe 15 feet closer, but I'm gonna definitely stay out of range of this thing.
Oh, okay.
And we're in a street, so I'm gonna stick close to one of the houses.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that brings us to next on our initiative is Lydia.
Alright, I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at it at 2nd level.
Okay. So go ahead and make your attack roll. You do have disadvantage as it is still dark out.
Okay. Ooh, 18 and a 19 plus 8. So 18 plus 8 is a 26.
26, that'll hit.
So that'll be 5d6. I'm just going to let in there. That wasn't great. 19 radiant damage.
Okay. You watch as that slams into it, and I believe Guiding Bolt, it's now glowing, correct?
Yes. So before the end of my next turn, every attack against it has advantage.
Okay. So as you watch as those of you with dark vision can see Lydia sort of grasp her holy symbol.
I've never been a cleric before and done this.
And as this bolt slams into it, you watch as this massive creature starts to glow with this sort of greenish blue. It's very reminiscent of the ocean to you as it starts to glow, and you can see the flesh on its chest as it's turned to face the group of you is a dark sort of ruddy blue. Two fangs stick up from its bottom jaw. Huge, overcrushed brow leaning over its eyes. Facing towards you, you're just sort of slobbering. That will end Lydia's go and bring us to...
Can I move up a little?
Oh, sure.
Just, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna move up. How far is it away? 60 feet, you said?
60 feet from the group of you right now.
Alright, I'll run up about...
Lydia's ahead of you about 50... I mean, Fury's ahead of you, Lydia, by about 15 feet.
I'll run 20 feet out. 20 feet.
Oh, okay. So as you start running up a little way past it, that brings us to our first group of bad guys from up top. So, this individual, let me see. Okay, so there are 4 of these individuals that are starting to clamber down from the rooftop that they were on. And they are coming down, actually they're coming down to the remaining group. So down by Murdoch, Rose, Art, and Sarah. So let's see here if any of them are going to... Yeah. Okay, so as the first 2 of them, so there are 2 coming down each side of this building. And you can hear sort of scritches like claws on... It sounds like your cat when they jump from the refrigerator to the counter down to the floor. You hear that sort of bouncing. Those of you with dark vision see these strange, almost cross between like a dog and a pig. It's some weird sort of animalistic looking thing.
A pug.
As it lands on the ground, one on either side, you watch as this massive just cloud of green gas erupts, enveloping the 4 of you in the back. The other 2 of them are going to make attacks. The first one is going to make 1 attack against Murdoch and 1 attack against Rose. The attack against Murdoch is a 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so you're going to take 6 points of piercing damage.
Uh-oh.
The attack against Rose is a 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That is... Where did the D4 go? Okay, that is... Did I not read that die? That's 5 points of slashing damage. And then the last one is going to make one attack again. Actually, both attacks are going against Sarah from that one. So, first attack is going to miss. That's a 4. And second attack is an 8.
Neither of those hit.
Those miss. That brings us to our last guy from upstairs, who is going to look down at Artemis and is actually going to cast a spell. And Artemis, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw for me.
Okay. Right. 21.
Jesus. Okay. So you can feel something tries to sort of force its way into your mind, but you manage to shut it out. And that will actually bring us to you, who, looking up to where you felt that spell come from, you do recognize what you're seeing. It's that same thing that floated through the wall and left the house.
You said there was a... I hate to harp on it, but you said there was like a cloud of something?
Oh, thank you for reminding me. As you start, I need you to
You're
make a
welcome.
Constitution save.
I'm being nice.
Like pointing out the teacher's mistake when you get your
I'm
exam
sorry.
You forget
we have
Like the
homework.
homework.
back.
It would be the wizard.
that's true.
I got 13.
Okay, you are fine.
Oh,
As you're
Oh, wait a
sort of
minute.
starting, you're looking at this and you're looking up and you just take that initial breath in. Immediately you get the sensation like you need to retch, but you manage to just sort of cough it out, and you're okay at the moment.
Cool, great.
It is basically you're stuck in about, it is a 20-foot basic cloud that has completely enveloped this section of the alley where the four of you are.
Cool. I guess first thing I'm gonna do is just get out of that.
Okay.
I'll run forward, like towards where Lydia and Feria were going.
Towards where Furia and Lydia went.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I guess 20 feet out that way. How far away was that thing on the roof?
So it was about, let me see, it was about 30 feet from where you were on the ground. Now that you've moved 20 feet out, it's probably about 55-ish feet away from you, give or take.
Okay, that's what I thought. Well, that'll work. I will kind of raise my hand up towards it, and I'll cast Shatter.
Okay.
Property damage.
Whatever. I don't, just people being rude, and I'm very grumpy this morning. Morning? Question mark. I'll cast it at 3rd level.
Okay, and that's a saving throw from him, right?
Constitution. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, that is an 18.
Oh God. All right, fine. This takes half as much. Nine.
Okay, and what sort of damage is that?
Thunder.
Okay. So it's 9 is that halved or is that the damage you rolled?
That's already halved.
Okay.
9 damage.
So, as you watch as it seems to be pushing through the effect of your spell, it seems to take even less than you had anticipated it taking. It doesn't seem to have much of an effect on it.
Alright, elemental, step out the window then! Would by chance that shatter have damaged the building as to like where it's standing?
Sure, why not?
Enough for it to maybe fall or something? Okay.
Let's see. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Okay. 11.
Okay, that's enough. Basically, anything over a 10 is a success. As you cast it right underneath and you watch the rest of you, specifically Murdoch, Rose, and Sarah, start getting peppered with little shards of wood and tile falling from above you as Art has sort of blown a chunk of this roof out. And as you watch as the roof and you're staring up at them, Art, you can see this individual is just floating there.
Damn it!
They could go through walls. Why not float?
Just give me this one thing, alright? Fine, whatever. That's all I could do.
And that will bring us over to our big boy here, who is going to start to charge forward, and seeing that Lydia has stepped up in front, is coming at Lydia first.
Great. Love it.
Okay, so it's going to make 3 attacks against you, Lydia.
Ooh.
It's, first bite, I don't think that's 17.
Nope.
Okay, and then as it tries to reach out and bite and you manage to pull out of the way, it is then going to take 2 punches at you.
Love it.
And that is a 18.
It'll just
Second is a 17, so it only hits you with one of them.
Alright.
So as it sort of winds up and gives you a nice uppercut. Where is...
I'm not used to getting hit. Ashlyn never gets hit. So
Okay.
weird.
And that is 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch. Right.
That is going to... It's going. That will bring us over to our remaining party members, Murdoch, Rose, and Sarah. It is up to the 3 of you, the order you go in. You're all at the same time down here.
Okay, rock, paper, scissors.
Rolls.
I'll go last.
Yeah, I mean,
You
Yeah,
can't
should
both
I-
go last.
should I go first?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the barbarian.
Yeah.
Rose, I need a Constitution save.
All right. Do I have advantage on con saves? No. It's an 8.
Okay. So as you initially start looking around and you're this just
Wait, I didn't add my my proficiency bonus, so I'm sorry. It's a 14.
Okay, that so you are okay. Right now you have
proficiency bonus.
Yeah, not. I don't have advantage, but I do have proficiency.
Don't forget to add your proficiency
Dude,
bonus.
it's literally the name of the channel, man. Come on.
Shut up.
I nearly forgot. I didn't forget that.
Yeah, so as you initially, much the same as Artemis, as you take that initial breath in, you immediately get that sensation. You manage to sort of cough the gas out of your lungs. You're okay at the moment.
Okay, so I have two individuals surrounding
So
me.
you basically you have one that is like right up in your face and is literally just trying to bite and claw at you.
Okay.
And you have another one that is about 5 feet away. That is basically that's the one nearest you that sort of released this cloud.
Okay. So first thing, I'm going to bonus action rage,
Okay.
and I'm going to take my battle axe and swing at the one who's directly in front of me.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Ooh, nat 20 plus 28 to hit.
Nat 20 automatically hits on an attack, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Uh, 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Now, did you roll double the dice? Remember, nat 20,
no, I
you
did
double
not.
the dice.
Right. So 9
Okay.
slashing. And I am going to attempt to use one of my maneuvers for the first time.
Okay.
I'm going to use a sweeping attack to try and hit the other creature that's within 5 feet of me.
Okay. Then you may, I believe with that you make a second.
I think so. If my original attack roll will hit, it does. And then the damage is my superiority die, which is a d6.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your d6, and this half it uses the same roll, so you double the dice on this too.
Right. That's 5 total.
Okay. So as you carve through the first one, you get a good solid strike on that one. You can see this one's in rough shape already. As you sort of carry through and just spin through to come into the second one, you do manage to make contact. You do some damage, but it is still, you made good contact. But,
Alright, and I'm going to use my second attack on the one directly in front of me.
okay.
An 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that is 5 slashing.
Okay. And as you come back around and carve into this one and just slash, you come right down through the shoulder and collarbone and it collapses to the ground dead.
And how close is the big individual at this point? Because it moved forward.
It moved forward 35 feet. So it is
Okay.
about 25 feet away from you at this point.
Okay, so I am going to run out to the front and put myself between party and that creature.
So right now it is directly in front of Lydia, so you'd be able to sort of sidle up beside Lydia to be right next
Okay,
to her.
yeah, then I'll do that.
Okay. We got Sarah up next if Murdoch's going last. So Sarah, first thing for you is I need a Constitution save.
Oh God. 6.
That is, unfortunately, you are not able to escape from just breathing that putrid air into your lungs. You are now poisoned until the start of your next turn.
I have advantage against poison.
Oh, then go ahead, make your roll again.
Okay. Big whammy, big whammy.
Oh,
Never
no.
mind. Just keep talking. Just keep talking, Matthew. Just go. Just keep going.
While poisoned this way, you can either take an action or a bonus action, but not both. And you are unable to use your reaction until the start of your next turn.
I think I can do that.
I guess move out of the fart cloud.
Okay, which way you going? Towards the big thing or away from the big thing?
Where's most of my
Lydia,
party?
you can wait until the next start of her next turn, or...
Towards the big thing.
Everyone
go
else is heading towards it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll head towards it, and am I allowed to ready anything, or is that no? That
Oh,
counts.
you can still use an action, so you can still attack.
Okay.
So there's still 3 more of those sort of like dog hybrid looking things that are down on the ground near you. So you could go attack one of them, but you wouldn't be able to use a bonus action as well as your attack. Or if you bonus action disengage, you wouldn't be able to attack at that point.
I would like to shoot at one of the little guys with my crossbow.
Oh, okay. There are 2 that haven't been bothered yet, and there's the one that Rose just hacked into a moment ago. Which one are you shooting at?
I thought that one she killed.
She killed 1. There were 4 of them.
Oh, okay.
She killed 1. She hit a second that's injured, and then there's 2 that haven't been touched.
I would like to touch one of the ones that haven't been touched.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll then.
Does a 10 hit?
As you fire off, it just goes a little wide into the cloud. Okay, and then the rest of your movement would be used to get back up, move up to the front and get out of the cloud with your friends.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll bring us to the end of the initiative order then with Murdoch.
Alrighty, so con save at the beginning.
Yep,
18.
you are fine.
Alrighty, so I'm going to move. Is there a position that I can move where I'm within 30 feet of the little guys and the big guy? Like standing in the middle.
Yes, but you would still be in the cloud.
That's okay. Would it take all of my movement to go there?
No.
Or since the little... Okay, so I'll
Yeah, so
move to... I'll move up a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, because Lydia moved 20, so you'd come down to meet her. So yeah, if you move basically... If you move like 15, 20 feet, so you're right at the edge of the cloud, you'd still be within 30 feet of the other small ones, as well as the big guy.
Alright. Then that is what I will do. And how many little guys are there left?
3.
3. So I will move forward, kind of. I've got my handkerchief over my mouth. And I am going to, I wish I could cough blood into it like a old Victorian woman that's dying of tuberculosis. But I will just bite my thumb and snap my fingers in the air, and I will do a 2nd level Bane, so that I target all enemy creatures. The 3 small guys and the big guy. And that's
So how many in
charisma
total
saving.
can you target?
4.
Okay, because there is still the guy who is up on the roof flying above.
Oh, how far away is he?
He'd be from where your current position. Actually, no. If you were staying down there with the 3 little ones instead of trying to get the big one, he'd be within 30 feet. At this point, he's probably about 50.
Okay, so yeah, I want to get as many people as possible, so I'll let Flying Man get away with it. So charisma saving throws for all of the other ones.
Okay, so let's see. What's your DC?
My DC is 16.
Oh, okay. So actually, they can't. If they nat 20, the little guys on the ground can survive it.
Demons aren't charismatic.
Says you. One of them makes it.
No, you
Oh.
butt munch.
Do me a favor.
Kill that one.
Roll a d6.
3.
Okay. So,
Kill that one.
Let's put a little pot next there. Sorry. Another Bane. Then Big Boy. Michael, I can see you in chat throwing things out there. Do me a favor. Throw that new nat 1 emoji out there, because the big one just failed it as well.
Thank goodness
Wonderful.
gracious. Thank you, Murdoch.
Okay, and Bane is it's a minus D4 on everything, right?
On their attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay.
So Murdoch wants to look at the little one, at the one that decided to not get hit by the spell. What's the closest ally to that creature?
This point is probably well, right now it's you because you're still in the cloud.
Me.
But as you-
Well, I'm gonna be moving away.
Yeah. As you step out, the next closest one is going to. Actually, Rose, did you even leave the cloud, or were you still standing there?
Oh yeah, I moved.
She ran out.
Right up.
Yeah, so
beside
it's either
Lydia.
going to be Rose or Sarah, as they had literally just come out of the cloud.
All right. Sarah has a crossbow, so I'm going to use my bonus action, and give Sarah, bardic inspiration. And Murdoch's going to be like, Sarah, dear, could you please deal with that one in particular? And then I will use the rest of my movement to get out of the cloud.
On
Okay.
it.
So that brings us back to the top of the round then, and Furia.
I'm gonna look around, find Murdoch. Not right now. Later? We're good?
No, I mean, if you want to do it now, I got my thing off.
Do I
Wanna-
know that people can maintain concentration while I polymorph them? I don't know if I
happened
polymorph.
before.
I don't know if I polymorphed myself while concentrating on something.
Well,
Wouldn't
polymorph
I
is
just done it for
concentration.
fun?
Yeah,
on.
but if you're concentrating on something and I polymorph you, can you still concentrate on it? That's my question. Would I know that?
I would say you probably would. It's your spell,
Is
you're familiar with it, you've cast it
Is
before.
it because I know that their mental stats get taken over as well? So
I can still concentrate. I know, I can just...
Yeah, it's... You can still... they can still concentrate, but again, they are using the stats of whatever you've turned them into.
okay.
It'll actually
So
make
if
my
they ha-
concentration checks better.
Yeah, it probably would. Alright, they just can't cast more spells. So I will cast Polymorph on Murdoch and turn them into a giant ape.
Monkey!
Okay.
I'm a big red furry ape.
Oh,
Black
that
fragile.
Okay.
I still have the stats from last time.
Okay, so I want everyone to remember what Murdoch just said. Big, hairy, red ape. Standing next to a big, hairy, red ape.
In the dark.
And 3
The
of
two
the party
people with no
members
vision.
don't have dark vision.
I would be able to
Two?
know.
2, I think.
I thought Rose
How
also.
doesn't punch you?
Yeah, I have dark vision.
Oh right, you lived in a mountain. I'm an
Yeah.
idiot.
Actually, though, I actually now don't have dark vision.
200
That is
Right.
Snow
actually
Moon
good.
didn't have dark vision. You're thinking of Snow Moon again, Sarah.
Okay.
I
So,
just miss him so much.
anything else you doing, Fury? You staying where you are?
Where am I now in relation to other people?
So,
Because I think a bunch of people moved past me, right?
no, only Lydia and Rose have moved past you. So the two of
Okay.
them are basically in front of you. This creature is right in front of them. Then there's you and Art. And then right after them is Murdoch and Sarah.
And behind them is the fog
Is
cloud.
the cloud and the other creatures.
The other. All right, I'm going to start getting out my bow, but I can't take a shot. I'm just going to start digging that out. I'm going to stay put. That's my turn.
So that'll bring us over to Lydia.
Alright, I'm going to do the thing. I'm gonna cast Spirit Shroud.
I'll be right back.
I'm sorry, you're
and
going to what?
cast Spirit Shroud.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm gonna try casting it at 4th level. So, just so you know. And then, I'm gonna try to hit with the scythe. Just for a 18.
Okay, at 18, where are we? 18 will hit.
Perfect. So that is, sorry, I gotta get my D10. Okay, so that's 8 slashing. And then I'm gonna do necrotic is a D8, so that's 2 necrotic
Okay, so it's 8 slashing, 2, okay.
and 7 radiant.
Okay. Alright.
So I'm gonna slash at it with my giant Grim Reaper scythe, and metal goes off in the background like a good metal anthem. Like, perfect there. Reaper scythe, just sword and
Yeah,
blood.
Given your
that.
deity, I'm hearing something like Prophecy of Ragnarok, Brothers of Metal, some nice Nord metal.
Definitely, yup.
What happened to Lydia?
Great, now I'm gonna have to listen to Immigrant Song before I go to bed. Thanks.
I know. Well played.
Okay, so that will bring us over to the small folks again. And they are going to come charging forward towards the few of you that they can reach. So that has got us with, actually now a giant ape. They are not exactly intelligent. So they're going after the 3 of them that are charging, and each one is attacking one of the 3. This first one's coming at Art with 2 attacks at Art.
The Bane, remember.
Thank you very much. So the second attack is going to miss because you can't roll a negative. The first one, though...
Sure you can.
Hit yourself.
Okay, just for chuckles, then. We'll see. Okay. So that is a -3 to hit.
Wow.
Whoa.
Not 1 and a 4 on the... Okay,
Wow.
The next one, though, is a 16 to hit Art.
Armor class is 16.
Okay, so it's going to hit you with its claws. That is...
Ow.
Okay. Okay, and that is 6 points of slashing damage to Art from the claws. The second one actually coming at Murdoch has also been baned. And yeah, no, that's a 4 and a 5 on the die. That's
Ooh.
The monkey's AC, that's like a 12, right?
The monkey's AC is a 12.
Okay, so those are both going to miss. The third one is coming at Sarah and is not affected by Bane. And I don't think that's going to hit, though, either. 13 and a 15?
13 doesn't hit, 15 does.
Okay, so 15 hits. So that is going to miss with its bite and hit you with its claws. And then we have 4 points of slashing damage to Sarah.
Eh.
And that is going to end their go and bring us to our floating friend up top. Okay. This individual is actually going to start to float down over towards... Yeah, it wants nothing to... wants nothing to do with that ape. It is going to float its way down towards you, Art. And it is going to attempt to attack you again. It did not like you resisting that. Okay, so that is going to be a 22 to hit on that one.
Yeah, I think that like barely hits.
Okay, so where am I? Okay, so that is... Okay, a total of... Math. 16 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And your maximum hit points are reduced by 3.
So 16?
So, it's 16 damage.
Uh-huh.
And then your max is reduced by 3.
Okay.
That reduction lasts until you either finish a short or long rest. Or, you're reduced all the way.
Hey.
We died.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay, and as you watch, as it sort of starts flying through the cloud down towards you, and as you watch as it gets down there, all of a sudden this dark black tendril reaches out from its chest and seems to just strike through you and pulls your energy from you.
I hate that.
And that will end its go, and it brings us to you, Art, as this individual is standing, or flying right in front of you.
Cool. Most of my stuff is. Oh man. Great. I mean. I don't want to be near this thing. I'm going to bonus action Misty Step away from it.
Okay. Where are you Misty into?
Mistying. It's Lydia that's like in front, and then Furia.
Lydia and Rose are right in front of this thing. Fury is like right behind them, right near you. And then a couple feet back towards the cloud from you is Sarah and now Murdoch the monkey.
Would bamfing like 30 feet back bring me back into the cloud, or would it bring me back just behind it?
So you just came out of the cloud, so it's 20 feet. Yeah, if you bamf 30 feet, you might be right on the cusp, but you still have movement, so I'd say you could move, 3-4 feet and you'd be out of it.
I'll do that way.
Oh, okay.
I'll get back. Cool. I'll do that. And then, what are the positioning of the creepy dog thingies?
All 3 of them are literally right on the edge of the cloud. Like they had just broken through the cloud to attack you, Murdoch and Sarah. So they're now, at this point, 20-odd feet away from you.
Okay. I'll just. Ah. I'll just. Oh god. I'll fire off a magic missile, the one that's like closest to. I guess closest to me.
And they're all about equidistant. They're just spread out. You guys were all pretty much next to each other. So you want to hit the one that was harrying you, Murdoch, or Sarah?
I'll get the one that was going for Sarah, actually.
Okay, so go ahead and magic missile just hits, so just roll your damage.
Okay.
Just wanna see.
14.
Okay, as you step back and you fire off these 3 darts. Sarah, as you've got your crossbow reload, you're getting ready to aim at the one Murdoch told you to take out that is just charged towards you. All of a sudden, you watch as its head, 3 holes appear as it just collapses to the ground.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I like it because you're in the same room together. Get this scream across the battlefield. You guys are adorable. I mean, sorry.
Okay, and that will bring us. So get our. You've got a little bit of movement left if you want to use it.
Oh. Backing out a little bit more away from the cloud. That's about it.
Okay. So that brings us over to our big boy, who is now seeing that there's another big boy. And
Fight.
your mental stats are replaced, so Murdoch is not going to know what's happening here.
I just remember, like, I have my same personality.
Yeah.
So.
But
You have the same Pacific Rim.
Artemis, what is your passive perception?
15.
Okay, so you would probably catch. You can make out just a little bit in the distance. Abyssal. The thing is speaking. It's actually chanting.
That's not good.
As you watch as it takes its 2 fists and right in front of it, just both hands down onto the ground, and Lydia and Rose in the front.
We're gonna die.
You watch as the knuckles sort of bend backwards a little bit as this pulse of dark, glowing energy starts weaving underneath your feet across the ground into the cloud. Art, you watch as from within the cloud, this massive circular opening appears. And you watch as 2 massive hands pull itself through the opening. As it appears, this creature has summoned another one.
Another one.
Don't look at me.
Is this magic?
Yes, magic.
Yeah, there's
I
a
could-
giant Trump boy.
I could do it back to it. Maybe not.
And that is
The
going
solution to stopping demon summoning is not more. No! No!
It's like when you put a fire to put a fire out.
What is with gnome wizards and being like this?
But I would just like to point out for everyone, when you need to put out a fire, it's called a control burn. You put more fire in front of it, and it stops the fire.
Or you can put water on it, Matthew, which is more readily used. Good lord.
But
And
I
that
have
is going
demons.
to
I don't have
end its full
holy
turn.
beings or something.
Is that it's
Didn't
all it can
someone-
do.
Holy water.
And then that brings us to, well, what used to be the bottom of the order. So, again, it goes to the three of you. Who's up first?
Want to just keep the same order?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
That's what I thought we were doing.
Yeah, that works okay. So, Rose, you're up.
Okay, so I still have the original big creature in front of me. Just like, do I see anything other than just like two hands climbing out of this?
Oh, you know,
That's-
it only
yeah.
takes a second. You see,
Okay.
as you watch this thing touch the ground and the energy pulse out, as you turn and look to see what's happening, you can see another one of these creatures is now crawled out and is now standing in the cloud.
Okay, it's the same thing as what's standing right
Yep.
in front of me.
Only difference is now you've got this one in front of you and there is another one over with Art.
And that's how far?
From where you are, about 20, 25 feet.
Okay. Alright, I am just going to attack the one that's right in front of me.
Okay, so go
My
ahead and
battle
make your attack rolls.
That's a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll target the same one with my second attack.
Okay.
That's a 13 to hit.
And as you swing the second time, it just manages to push itself back and get its hands out of its way.
And how is it looking after the first hit? Like,
As you get into it, it is bleeding, but it is still on 2 feet, looking quite angrily at the group of you.
okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just stay right where I am.
Okay. So that'll bring us to Sarah then next.
Okay, so we have a giant demon that just came out of the fart cloud, correct?
It's still standing in it, but yeah.
Still standing in it. And the big guy is still here
Yep.
this whole time? Okay.
Yeah, so right now the big guy is currently fighting with Rose and Lydia.
Okay.
And so you don't have dark vision. So
I do.
basically, you know the big one's over there, and you saw this massive creature crawl out of the post. You saw what looked to be a sort of red and blue monkey crawl out of a hole in the ground before the light went out again.
Matthew, are we fighting the creatures from Attack the Block?
Yo, that's a really cool way to look at him.
That was super good. No spoilers.
Maybe? I don't know.
Anyway, I would like to try and shoot the man in the fart cloud.
Okay. So go ahead and make your attack roll. And I forgot this last time. It is at disadvantage because you cannot see.
I would like to shout as I'm firing, "Will someone light a match?"
You do it.
Oh my god, I'm going to have an aneurysm. Why does it have to be a
You have it. You have inspiration from me.
I do have inspiration from
So
you.
that would make it a straight roll. Oh wait, no, it wouldn't.
No, it's just
that's
my
right.
D8.
That's a D8.
Okay,
Sorry.
so 11 plus a d8.
Strike true. Ooh, 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 ooh.
19!
Yay!
Okay, so that'll hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I'm
That's good.
support.
There's gonna be 6 piercing.
And you got
Okay.
allies. Right?
Oh,
No,
Um,
there's no ally within 5 feet yet.
Yeah.
It's in the middle of the cloud. Art is outside of the cloud.
Sorry.
Okay, so as you fired off, now there is a crossbow bolt stuck into the shoulder of this thing as it just sort of rears back. And sort of
Okay.
glances back over its shoulder at you, but it seems to still be focused out towards Art, who is standing alone.
I would like to dash towards it.
Oh, okay, so, well, you could use your movement to get right up next to it if you wanted to.
Okay.
But that would put you'd be standing in the fart cloud.
Can I go right outside the fart cloud?
That's basically where you are now, is you're just outside it. So it is in the middle of it. If you wanted to get to it, you'd have to go into the cloud to be within melee distance of it. Unless it decides to come at you. But right now, when it climbed out, she's a solitary target.
Okay. And it's focused on Art, correct?
It's hard to tell at the moment. It is facing her. But it did look back at you as you shot it. But it
Am
hasn't
I
had a
allowed?
chance to do anything yet, so...
Am I allowed to grab Artemis and like pull them towards me?
You'd have to move bonus action dash to even get to Art. And it would take your action to do that on your next turn.
Okay, I'd like to get as close as I can to Art.
Okay, so as you go sprinting by, it is going to try to take a swipe at you as you go running past.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. That hits,
So
Matthew.
that is 12 points of bludgeoning damage. As you go running past, and it just sort of and sends you to, you make it all the way to Artemis and just sort of barrel out of the cloud. But you have made it all the way there. And that will bring
great.
us then to Murdoch the monkey.
Everyone squishy, run out of range of the shield. Okay?
Yeah, that's like advanced tactics.
Yeah, okay, good.
Was there something that tried to scratch my little monkey shin?
Yes.
I'll start screaming for you. to
Murdoch
leave me
just
now.
sort of like... So I'm gonna try and squish it.
This is not going to be pretty.
But I technically can't see, can I?
Oh yeah, you don't have dark vision, so yeah, it would be disadvantage.
Alright, well, I do still have a +9, so we'll see how. A disadvantage, 16.
That'll hit.
Okay, let's see, what does Monkey do? Monkey does 3d10 plus 6.
Monkey don't see, but monkey do.
Monkey do. So that is going to be 26 bludgeoning damage.
There is just a fine paste. There is just nothing.
Okay. Did the summoning of the other creature make any sort of light? Am I aware that is happening?
Yeah, basically as it happened, there was that flash of light, and you saw it climbing out for a moment. So you know that there is another big creature. Basically, you are now sandwiched between two of them.
The new one. I'm just because I get two punch attacks. So I smash the one, and then I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Because I know all my friends are small, so if I punch high, I shouldn't hit any of them. Disadvantage.
Think of it yourself. I'm not small.
I rolled. Okay, that time was a 2 and a 1, so it's a natural 1.
So as Murdoch, as you take that wide swing, there's a part of you that, in your monkey mind, as you take that punch, all of a sudden, right afterwards, you go closer. As you realize it's.
I didn't move. That's a great way for the natural 1. Right. Oh. Walk to it. Then punch.
Like he's moved.
Stomp, 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 stomp. That's a great way. I do have 10-foot reach, but I think it was further than that. So I'll stompa, 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 stompa.
Yeah, and realistically, had you hit it, just would have been you walked up and punched it, but not one. It's funnier that way.
Yeah. I would like everyone to know though, the giant ape does have more wisdom than Murdoch. She's old. She does. Yeah.
She's street smart.
Street smart.
No, she's not.
Oh,
She's
But that's my turn.
she's so charismatic. We love her, love.
So that is going to bring us over to our new addition, who is. Let's see here.
Ooh.
It's not. It doesn't pay you any mind. So it is going to start walking towards Artemis and Sarah. So if you want it, you can take another swing at the back of its head.
Yes. I forget. I can't replace an opportunity attack with a grapple, right? I can only hit it.
Yeah.
It's been a gas, guys.
I'm gonna punch it in the back of the head. That is at disadvantage. That is a 21.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. 20 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Actually, we're gonna see here.
I'm close now.
Let's see.
Palm strike him in the back of the head.
Yeah, so it is. At that point, it is going to actually change. It's going to turn around and come back, and it is going to make all 3 of its attacks against you.
Yeah.
And it is attacking recklessly, so it has advantage on all of these. As it did not like getting hit in the back of the head. First one's 26.
Yes. Can you do the damages separately, because I have to make concentration checks.
Oh, okay, yeah. So first one's okay. So that is 2d.
Oh my gosh.
Where's
Murdoch, no.
my? Okay.
This doesn't go to my
That
age.
is
Give me all you want. It's less damage to you.
10 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Not healing, Dylan. Damn. 10 points of healing, right?
Sure, it's a
feel
healing
stronger.
bite.
Alright, concentration check. is good. That's a 19. Bane's still up.
Then we have... The next one is a 15.
15 damage or 15 to hit?
15 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So that is going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And then the third attack, that's a nat 20.
22 on the con save, so still have... Yep, okay, natural 20.
20, so that's a little harder with... Okay. Last one is going to be 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
17 points of
Basically a 10 again.
Okay. And... Natural 20 on concentration check. And no one be worried about me. I'm over 100 hit points still.
Okay, good.
Okay. So that brings us back to the top of the
Hit
order.
me all day.
Now, let's just real quick. I know we were already a little past 11. I know we started a little later this evening, though. Everyone good to keep going a little longer, or?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll keep going back to the top of Furia.
Alright, I'm gonna shout out damage maximum, guys! Like, big spells! Big stabs! We're not going to get out of this unless we do that sort of thing. And I'm going to fire a longbow arrow, but I'm going to grab one of my silver-tipped arrows.
Oh. Okay.
And I'm going to fire it at the first big ape.
Okay.
Hold on. Ooh, 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that is 11 points of piercing damage with the silver arrow.
Okay, and you watch as that arrow sinks in, and it is definitely looking rough after with the damage that you and Rose and Lydia have sort of done to it so far, but it is still alive at the moment.
Alright, and I am going to bonus action turn into a giant spider.
Okay.
And make my way. I'm not sure how close I am to the first big guy, but I'd like to be about 15 feet away from it.
Okay, so you would actually have to back up a little ways if you wanted to do that.
Then I'll back up.
Okay. Because you were about 10 feet away as Lydia and Rose had just run a little past you.
Yeah, so I'll back up a little bit just because.
Okay. And that will bring us over to Lydia.
Could I get a sense of where the second ape thing came up from? Like, I know it moved a little, but could I get a sense of where it is?
So you saw it come up basically in the gas cloud, which was about like 25 feet back from you. You can also hear what sounds like a kaiju smackdown going on back there.
Okay.
As there's just a lot of very heavy sort of like...
And how's the thing in front of us looking, the big thing?
It's looking pretty rough. Well, actually, last you saw it, it was looking okay. It was bleeding, but it was okay. Right now it's still dark, you can't see it.
And lighting a torch is an action? I can only find that it's hitting it with a torch is an action. I don't know about lighting it.
Realistically, I would say it would have to be an action because you'd have to go in and find your flint, your fire maker.
Okay. How far are the short ones from me?
The short.
One's on either side of me. Art and and Sarah.
You have no idea.
Ah,
They
damn.
disappeared into the
I
darkness.
can't do anything in the dark. Alright. Action, gonna light something. Let me see. I'm gonna light Murdoch. Oh, it's a touch spell. Damn it! I'm gonna light a rock and throw it
Okay, where are you throwing it?
towards the center of the activities.
Okay. So you cast your spell and start to toss it. Go ahead and we'll say go ahead and call this a dexterity attack, a d20 plus your dex mod. See how well you aim.
18.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you managed to get it. Lands probably about 5 or 10 feet back from Murdoch.
Okay.
But as it lands down, you can see this light, I believe, gives, that's 20 feet, right?
And then 20 feet dim.
Yeah, so immediately you get this sort of, is a weird sort of sickening green glow as it's irradiating through the cloud.
Okay.
But you can see these what look to be two large ape-like creatures fighting. One that is closer to you is larger than the one that is on the other side of it. As you turn and look back over your shoulder, you can see the initial thing that you were battling seems to be the same as the smaller one. It seems like Murdoch is a little bit bigger than these two things are.
Oh, cool.
But the one that you turn back to look at that's right next to you does seem to be in very rough shape right now.
Okay. So now everyone can see that needs to see. I basically...
Yep.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I don't get a bonus action then?
I'd say you'd still have a bonus action, because again, you're using your action to cast light and just tossing the rock, so I'd say you can do that all as part of the same thing.
Can I heal Sarah? Is she within 60 feet of me?
So it is light a cantrip? I can't remember.
Yes, like the cantrip.
Okay, so as long as your healing spell is a leveled spell.
Yeah, I was gonna do healing or 3rd level.
Yep. Yeah, that's a level bonus action. So yeah, she's within 60 feet of you.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna send some healing Sarah's way. I'm assuming you need it.
Thank you.
Okay, so let me see. That is 3d4 plus heart. Pyramid. You never find the d4s and then you step on it.
Huh. Just hope they're not metal.
Yeah, that's true. Although I do have the little pointy dice, like the little... Why can't I find a damn... Okay.
If I keep my metal ones... Black bag.
3, 1, 2, 2. 8 plus 5. 13 damage. Not damage. Health back to Sarah.
13 damage to Sarah's head.
No.
Okay, Granny's looking better now.
Okay, good.
Thank you, dearie.
Of course.
And thank you for the light.
Of course. I'm trying to take care of you, Granny, like you took care of all of us.
Okay, so that's going to bring us to the last remaining of the smaller creatures, the four-legged variety, and there's really only 3 of you near it right now. And you know what? It has not used it, so it is not doing too great. So it is going to actually charge up next to you, Lydia, and as it runs up, it is going to release another pulse of that green cloud, which is now enveloping you, Rose, and will also end up catching Furia as well.
Okay.
So nothing happens until the start of your next turn, though. So that uses up its entire thing. That brings us over to our floating guy, who is... he's having a wonderful battle with Art, and then Art ran away. It is going to look up at this massive ape. and is going to cast a spell at it. Murdoch, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Gladly, because my wisdom is actually higher now. Actually, let me make sure it doesn't have proficiency in saves. I don't think. No. $18.
Okay, you feel something push into your mind, and you feel like this pulse, something's trying to frighten you, but you manage to shake it off.
Look at me right now. I'm not scared of nothing.
That's going to end its go, and that will bring us over to Art.
Oh boy. Okay. So at the back of the cloud, can I see the last dog thing? Or no?
From where you are at this point, not really. There is another one of those creatures and a massive monkey in between you and it now.
Yeah. Yeah, that impedes my sight. Boy. Okay.
Not to mention there is light coming from behind the monkey and the creature. So you've got this really cool sort of... It's like a karate demonstration with backlit...
What in the Michael Bay? Okay. Well, Furia said big spells, but at the same time, all of my big spells are fire spells, and... okay,
Clicks
fine.
from Spider.
I don't know what that means!
Explosions!
Okay.
Monkey oofing.
You're a wizard, Harry.
You're a wizard, Artemis.
I'm a fire wizard!
Vacation
Light something on
wizard.
fire.
Alright,
Diversify.
got a
fireball
monkey?
Dividends.
You got a monkey you can light on fire.
Fireball! Heckin'... Yeah! Right on there, right on the center of that horrible thing that's in front of the monk.
Okay. So
We'll just-
that is a dexterity save from that.
Scoot it around everybody else.
Okay.
Wizard, say the line.
What?
I'm gonna cast
I
fireball.
cast fireball? Yeah, okay.
Okay, so that is a... That's a 3.
Okay.
Oh wait, he's proficient. That's an 8.
He's beamed. He's beamed?
I don't...
No, this is the new one.
Not that one.
Yeah, this one is.
It's still an 8.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
I rolled a 3 on the die. It's...
Sweet.
Okay, here we go, boys. Hmm. $27?
Mother mercy.
Ah!
Okay. Yes. I cannot math.
I haven't tried this spell. Oh my gosh!
What?
No, that's
Ignite the gas.
that's Art's reaction
Oh.
to them casting that spell for the first time.
So,
Oh yeah.
Artemis, what does this look like?
They start, I guess, with their hands out in front of them, and slowly the fireball just starts to grow and grow, and they're like, okay, that's good, but it keeps growing, and they're like, okay, that's great, that's enough slices, but it keeps going, and then just boom, and they're screaming, but it kind of turns into a laugh near the end, I guess, and it just whips around their comrades and into this thing.
And Murdoch, it's such a strange experience here as you watch as this massive explosion sort of envelops around the back of this thing, comes towards you. But all you feel is very sort of mild warmth.
That's my little wizard. Look at her go.
Okay,
Go, little rock star.
That's
Go.
done.
that will bring us over to our initial friend again. And he is still dealing with Lydia and Rose. Yeah, he's actually going to try to get rid of Rose. So, Rose, he's going to make a grapple attack at you.
Ooh, okay.
As he is much larger, he's going to try and grab you and then get rid of you. So I'll say you can either attempt to use the acrobatics to sort of dodge out of the way out of this, or athletics to sort of fight your way out as this thing's reaching down and try to grab you.
Yeah, athletics for sure.
Okay. Well, that's going to be a tough one to beat, though. It's a 22.
Ooh, let's see. No, 13.
Okay, so as it scoops up and picks you up, and then is literally just chucking you at the back of the monkey.
You just say,
But he is not proficient in Rose, so... That's a 17 to hit the monkey with Rose. I know the monkey's got a lower AC than that, so you both take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
So
and,
Murdoch
raging,
and Rose, you each take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
and
as
I'm,
Murdoch, you
raging,
feel-
So I have that too.
Yep. And Murdoch, you feel something slam into your lower back. But it's
Do I?
not really.
Let
It's
me
like
make
it's literally like if somebody picked up M&M and just sort of threw it at your back. It's sort of like, huh? Oh no, I don't see anything.
What's that was the one that got me closest to breaking concentration.
Jesus.
Mostly just because I was like, huh? But I'm still good.
Okay. So
I don't
Rose, you
even know
are
if
on the
anything
ground
banged is alive
prone
anymore.
Okay.
in the gas cloud again. Well, you would have been in the gas cloud up there, but you're back at the starting point. And that brings us actually to Rose.
All right. Shit. Hits Murdoch, Monkey Murdoch in the back, and is lying on the ground like, by my beard. And I will. Do I have to use an action to try and stand?
No, it's just half your movement.
Oh, okay.
And you do need to make a con save because you're back in the cloud again.
Okay. Uh, 24.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. So it's half your movement to stand up, so you've probably got about like 10 or 12 feet left you can go.
Okay. And how close is the second one to me now?
The second one's probably about 8 or 9 feet. You just literally have to like circle around Murdoch's leg to get to it.
Okay. And can I manage that while getting out of the gas cloud?
No, you'd still be in the middle of it. Basically, Murdoch and this thing are fighting standing above it. The cloud is all wrapped around their midsection waist.
Okay.
Okay.
So you could attack the creature, you'd be hacking into it, but you'd still be in the cloud at the start of your next go.
Yeah, I'll stay within the cloud and I'll take an attack at this other creature now.
Okay, so go ahead and make your attacks.
That is a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
7 points of slashing damage. And I will swing at it again.
Okay.
Oh, that's a nat 1. 9.
Yeah, so as you swing through that second time, just trying to remembering even through your hate, even through your anger and your rage, just remembering, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. And try and hold your breath. You just end up stumbling a little bit. Okay, and that'll bring us over to Sarah.
Oh God.
You can now see another small shadow sort of dancing in the cloud around the leg of that thing next to the monkey.
Okay. So there's a monkey, tiny, raging barbarian. Or is the shadow not Rose?
It's Rose.
Okay. I was like, okay, there's another shadow now. I'm gonna fire a shot at this thing.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll. You no longer have disadvantage because you can see it now.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
19!
That'll hit. So go ahead and roll your damage, and don't forget your sneak attack, as you do have an ally within 5 feet now.
Okay, so 9 and then sneak attack. Hmm. 24. Thank you, honey.
Okay. As you fire off that errant, you watch as it seems to just hit at the base of its neck. And you watch as it slumps forward and collapses into the monkey. And then falls to the ground.
Into the monkey, like on top of Murdoch?
Oh dear, no, it's like it collapsed.
Oh.
So picture you collapsing into me. I'm 6'7". You hit and you just sort of fall.
Okay, I was like, oh God, now I have to get Murdoch out from under this.
No, Murdoch's probably got about 6 or 7 feet on top of this thing, if not more.
Oh, okay. We're having a kaiju battle, I keep forgetting.
Yep.
I'm big. I'm big anyway, also.
Is the big thing still an issue?
Yep, the other one is still up there. It's bleeding. It's looking pretty beaten up. It looks like it managed to basically... Rose is over with this one now instead of with that one.
Would I be able to fire another shot at it, or no?
No, not until your next turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna ready my crossbow then.
Okay. So that'll bring us
Shenanigans happen.
over to our monkey.
Ooh-ee.
Ooh, ting tang. Walla walla bing bing. So I can see too.
Yep. So you
This
can
thing
see
attacked
there
me
is
recklessly?
I'm sorry?
This thing attacked me recklessly? Oh, it's dead.
It's dead.
Right.
So
Sorry.
now there, as you
You
turn
put everything
around,
in place.
you can see one floating little flying humanoid looking guy and another one of those big red and blue things. Red and blue things looking pretty wrecked.
Well, I did have a lot of fun with squishing little things. But I also want to get rid of big. So, I'll stompa over to the big thing first.
Oh, okay.
Look out, little friends. Big monkey feet. Pop it in the face.
Okay.
Well, we'll see. We'll see, right? I could roll a 2 and a 1. I don't know. I'm not at disadvantage. Sorry, I just rolled 2d20 at the same time. The lowest one of those was still a 19.
Okay, yeah.
I just instinctively rolled 2 of them. Alright, so I'm going to punch it in the face for 22 bludgeoning damage.
As you watch as Murdoch takes a couple of steps forward and you watch as his monkey is sort of winding up as you walk through into Lydia, it's a little deserving for you, as you are the closest one that is not kaiju sized. As you watch as this monkey's fist just completely caves in the face of this creature.
Good. That's what I was hoping for. So we're gonna leave that fist. We're gonna leave that fist there, and we're gonna see what happens when I. How far away is the little buzzing thing?
Oh, he's right next to you at this rate. He was
Perfect. So we'll do the second attack. That is a 24 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. And this guy is gonna get 28 bludgeoning damage.
How do you want to do this, Murdoch?
I stompa over to the big guy. Like you said, wind it up. Punch. I like to imagine right through the teeth. Get the rest of the head in there. So I'm like back in there. Maybe I find like the top of the spine. And I'm just gonna kind of grab that. And I'm just gonna hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker. So I'm gonna take the big guy. And then I'm just gonna monkey. Just swing him over. And just slam him on the little flying thing. And then just pull my whole fist out.
Fatality.
And as Murdoch is standing there sort of looking at the hand and
Fatality.
sucking spinal fluid off of
No.
his monkey thumb.
Murdoch, don't. No.
That is where we'll call an end to tonight's session.
No.
As Murdoch has just hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker. Hard enough to kill them.
Nice.
So thank you
I
very much
like
for
being a monkey.
hanging out with us tonight, folks. Again, as you've seen in the chat, we've got our new emotes are up. We will be back next week as our party has made their way through an interesting demon-filled evening with some dretches, some diebucks, well, a diebuck, and a couple of Balguras. So tune in next time, folks, as they are, assuming their plan holds true, they are heading on their way to check one of the first temples here. So, and remember, folks, it's the name of our bloody stream, Maddie. Add your proficiency bonus, man. We'll see you next time, folks.
Oh.